This is infinity. What could be better, while introducing this topic on reality versus simulation, than to think of the God of Gods, Lord Shiva, to get our answers. Om Namah Shivaya. Let's begin. The idea that we could be living in a simulated reality has become increasingly popular in recent years, and has been the subject of philosophical and scientific debates. While there is currently no scientific evidence to support this theory, some proponents of the simulation hypothesis have put forth several reasons why it is a possibility. One of the key reasons why some people believe that we could be living in a simulation is the rapid advancement of technology. As we continue to develop more sophisticated virtual environments and simulation technologies, it becomes increasingly feasible that we could, one day, create a simulation of our entire reality. Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis argue that, if it is possible to create a realistic enough simulation, it could be difficult to distinguish it from the real reality. Another reason why some people believe that we could be living in a simulation is the concept of consciousness. If we can create conscious, artificial intelligence within a simulation, it could be possible that we, ourselves, are living within a simulation created by a higher intelligence. This is based on the assumption that a simulation could create conscious beings that are indistinguishable from those that exist in the real reality. The simulation argument, first proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom, is another reason why some people believe that we could be living in a simulation. This argument suggests that, if it is possible to create a simulated reality, and if there are many such simulations, it is more likely that we are living in a simulation than in the real reality. Bostrom argues that, if it is possible to create a simulation of reality, it is likely that future civilizations will do so, and, if there are many such simulations, it is more likely that we are living in one of them. The digital nature of the universe is another reason why some people believe that we could be living in a simulation. The universe appears to be governed by mathematical laws and principles, suggesting that it could be a product of a computational system. Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis argue that the universe could be a virtual construct created by a higher intelligence. Many ancient, philosophical, and religious traditions have suggested that reality is an illusion, which could be interpreted as a form of simulation. For example, Hinduism and Buddhism propose that reality is Maya, or an illusion. This idea has also been explored by philosophers, such as Plato, who suggested that what we perceive as reality is only a shadow or reflection of the true reality, that is, the ideas. The prevalence of glitches and anomalies is another reason why some people believe that we could be living in a simulation. Some people have reported experiencing glitches or anomalies in reality that cannot be explained by natural phenomena. These include déjà vu experiences, synchronicities, and other strange occurrences that could be interpreted as evidence of a simulated reality. Coincidences and synchronicities are also cited as evidence of a simulated reality. Some people believe that the occurrence of coincidences and synchronicities in their lives suggests that they are living in a predetermined simulation. The concept of parallel universes is another reason why some people believe that we could be living in a simulation. The idea of multiple parallel universes could be seen as evidence that reality is a simulation created by a higher power. The limitations of human perception are another reason why some people believe that we could be living in a simulation. Human perception is limited to the information that our senses provide us, and it is possible that our reality is a construct of our brain's interpretation of that information. It is possible that what we perceive as reality is only a projection of our own consciousness. There are many unexplained phenomena in the universe that could be interpreted as evidence of a simulated reality. For example, the origin of the universe, the nature of consciousness, and the existence of dark matter are all mysteries that could potentially be explained by a simulated reality. Now, if the world is a simulated reality, or a higher form of evolved video game, then who created it? Is that entity known as God? The question of whether God is a computer scientist or not is a matter of personal belief and interpretation. It is not a question that can be answered definitively or scientifically, as the concept of God and the nature of their existence are matters of faith and religion. Some religious and philosophical traditions might argue that God created the universe, and all its laws and principles, including those governing computation and computer science. In this sense, God could be seen as the ultimate computer scientist, creating and designing the very systems that we use to understand and interact with the world. However, others might argue that this perspective reduces God to a limited human understanding of what a computer scientist is. They might argue that God transcends our understanding of science and technology, and that attempting to place God within human constructs is limiting and ultimately futile. Ultimately, the question of whether God is a computer scientist is a matter of personal interpretation and belief, and is unlikely to be resolved definitively by scientific or empirical means. Thanks for watching.